of Iowa State in the midst of the best four-year stretch in program history and this culture of college basketball. How do you sustain success over a somewhat extended period of time?
We've been really fortunate with our coaching staff to have tremendous continuity. Our coaches do a great job teaching every single day. And the young men that we've had come into our program, when any coach starts new, you can have a vision and tell guys what you're going to do and what you're going to be about, but they have to be able to put that into action before you've actually done it. And we were fortunate that first year, a young man, Isaiah Brockington, came in, and he really set the tone for our program, and the guys that have come after him have wanted to keep that same standard.
We talk a lot about your guards, but there's a player to me that's the glue of your team, Joshua Jefferson. I got to see him a lot at St. Mary's before he transferred to you. His body and his physique look completely different this year. What can fans expect to this year's version of Joshua Jefferson and his level of importance to your squad?
Well, he's put in tremendous work, not only his game, but you mentioned his body. And I think for him, he's moving so well. He's a matchup nightmare. He's a guy that you put the ball in his hands in space. He's a really tough cover one-on-one, and he's a tremendous passer, probably as good of an interior passer as there is in college basketball in the paint when you bring a double team or a secondary defender. So I know for him, there's so much he wants to accomplish this year, and he's such a complete player. He impacts winning in such a variety of ways. We need Joshua to come out every single night with great energy, be a force on the glass, and let that carry the rest of his game.
This league is about having a comfort level with your point guard. Arizona's got it with Jaden Bradley, and there's some others, Day Thomas at Cincinnati. You've got one of the outstanding Big 12 point guards really in the history of the league, in Tamin Lipsey, a hometown kid. What's it been like to coach him, and what's it been like to allow him to grow into the kind of leader he's become?
Well, and being able to coach him on it's an honor every single day, because the character, the leadership, the toughness, the desire to be a cyclone that he brings to everything, that permeates our program. When you see him out there, his desire to do the right thing on both sides. Tremendous playmaker, tremendous on-ball defender, but even more than that, he's a guy that when things start to get away from you or you have something not going your way, he's able to flip the script, turn it, and make a big-time positive play, chase down a loose ball, and it's great winning habits. So to have a guy that loves Iowa State and grew up in our program and watched so many come before him, the pride and passion he plays with, I'm just hoping they make some rule that, like, when you have a hometown guy, he gets 10 more years of eligibility. We don't ever want to lose him.
If you sue the NCAA, there's a chance you could win.
They're very vulnerable.
And you may get fifth year here in the next week or so. Who knows?
He's the career leader in steals there at Iowa State. He's been great. Great to have a good point guard. Great to have some stretch big men as well. Milan Momcilovic, injured a little bit last year. What level of green light does he have to shoot the basketball?
The most green of any light in America. I mean, with Curtis Jones last year, Milan was on the team and saw exactly how that went for Curtis, and now that's where we need him to step in. He doesn't need to try to be Curtis Jones. He needs to do what he does, but we want him to have an unconscionable spirit. We want the range 10 feet behind the line. We want him to hunt and keep hunting. We want to make sure that he puts pressure on the opposing defense every single possession. We know he can do that job.
You don't play defense, you disrupt at the defensive end of the floor. What are the principles and the pillars that you coach with at that end that have allowed your defense to be so disruptive and create so many more possessions per game based on the number of turnovers you force?
What's important for us is that we start with that ball pressure on the basketball with our pickup point. We want to be physical on the ball. We don't want to let anybody initiate their offense at the spot where they're comfortable. We try to disrupt with denying, entries to the high post or, blowing up handoffs to the strong side. So everything starts with being the aggressor, throwing the first punch. We spent a lot of time this offseason doing training with the UFC and doing mixed martial arts and teaching our guys about throw the first punch. We want to throw the first punch with our defense every single time, and that's where we set the tone and disrup.
UFC, look at this guy.
He looks like he competes in the UFC. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I thought it was the Iowa State strength coach when he walked in here. It's so much fun watching you grow. It's interesting about you were with Freddie when the transfer thing started, way before anybody else. You seem to pick the right transfers in terms of character and play. What goes into that? What level of preparation on the part of your staff goes into that?
Well, where we've been fortunate is to have opportunities to work for great coaches like Greg McDermott, Fred Hoiberg, and Steve Prohm. And when Fred came in, we wanted to try to figure out how do we get more talent in the program sooner so that building a program doesn't mean we're waiting till the 4th or 5th year to win. And Fred was ahead of his time with that. And picking the right guys for Iowa State is something that we take tremendous pride in. And if you asked, where's the guy from? What's his background like? I think there's been guys from different parts of the country. There's been guys with different backgrounds. But at the end of the day, it's really appreciate the opportunity every day to play in Hilton Coliseum. What we talk in our staff about now is we want to see how guys handle adversity. What did you do when something got hard? We're watching film on what did you do when your team was losing? You lost a big game. You played poorly. Did you do other things? Did you show character in other ways to help your team win? We all know in this league how great these coaches are. We know how great the players are. We know how great the schemes are, and we know there's going to be adversity. So instead of avoid it, we want to hit it head on and say it's coming. Let's find the guys that we can have in our locker room so when we have a tough day, those are the guys that we're proud of and we can go to war with.
And finding the guys, not just portal additions. Oh, yeah, freshmen still very important here. You have a top 25 freshman class. Jamarian Bateman, unique kid, 8 siblings, all with the letter J, 25 points a game, and has a good jump shot. What have you seen?
Valedictorian.
Valedictorian in this high school as well. What about him and this freshman class you think can contribute?
Well, as Coach mentioned, when you're a valedictorian at your high school, I don't care where you go to school.
That means go to Sean's high school.
That means you're.
De La Salle High School does not step aside for anyone. Trust me.
And look, for Jamarian, it's not just about his intelligence. It's not just about his work ethic. It's about the consistency of habit every single day. And when you see how he works and you see how he cares and you see how important it is to him, for guys like that, you know it's going to come around and go their way. There's still going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be ups and downs. There will be for every freshman. As many as a terrific freshman we have in this league, there's going to be challenges for freshmen when you come into the Big 12. But Jamarian Bateman's character and work ethic, consistency are so strong. He loves to defend. He can knock down shots. And those are skills that translate for him.
TJ, thanks a lot for the conversation. Best of luck this year.
Thank you so much.
5 wins shy of 100 already. And here his 5th season.
We're going to go do some push-ups.
There at Iowa State. Speak for yourself. Don't want to break the suit. Great point guard coming back for Iowa State. Chancellor.
Pleased to be joined by Mr. Tamin Lipsey. And Tamin, congratulations. You got married over the offseason. What's it like balancing being a baller and a husband?
No, it's definitely different. It's a blessing. I had a great summer. And there is a balance. I mean, it's definitely different when I go home. I don't go home to teammates and roommates anymore. I'm going home to my wife, and it's a little different. But it helps me stay humble, stay grounded, and just knowing that I come back to her and she'll always be there for me.
Absolutely. Now, it shows your loyalty, and I want to say you're a rare breed because it's rare to see a really good player stay in one place for all 4 years. As you enter your senior season, what does it mean to you to put on that Cyclones uniform for the final time?
It means the world. Super blessed. Don't take it for granted at all. Growing up in Ames, a Cyclone fan my whole life, and now going into my 4th year being at Iowa State and being able to put on that jersey, represent the program, the city, the whole university. It's a blessing. I don't take it for granted. Go out there and try to win as many games as I can.
You're one of the really good point guards in the conference, and there's a lot of them. What's it like as a competitor knowing every single night it's going to be a tough challenge on a night-to-night basis?
That's what you want. That's what we love about the Big 12 Conference. No game's an easy game. No game's an off game. No matter what team you're playing, you got to go in there and you got to compete. It's going to be a battle. Like you said, we got great players in this conference. A lot of great point guards that I get to go against, make each other better, and have fun competing.
Speaking of competing, I see you've been in the gym. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your coach, TJ. You came to bench press. Who's getting the most reps in?
I'm going to take myself.
Okay.
I haven't actually seen how much he can bench press, but I can get up there. So it'd be a show to see.
I have to see that before you get out and graduate. Tamin, thanks for your time.
Thank you.